Uh, da, 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 da,
Gonna get full.
Wow, that's cool. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our live park walk and talk coming to you today from Disney California Adventure. Even though back in the day it was Disney, they actually changed the plaque. Disney's California Adventure, which opened 21 years ago today. My name is Doobie Mosley, co-founder of Laughing Place. The guy in the park today is Mike Celestino. How's it going, Mike?
Hello, it's going well. It's a very nice day. Glad to be out, walking
And-
around, enjoying the park.
And we have another member of our team here today, Tony Betty, who has also been around DCA since the early days. So what we're gonna do today, in addition to looking for anything new, is kind of walk the park, and we're gonna show you some pictures from back in the day compared to what they look like now. So, Mike, if you just hold still for just a moment.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to show a picture of DCA back in the day. And this is what the entrance to the park used to look like, with the big letters in the front and the postcards along the side, which are now long gone. And of course, the big Golden Gate Bridge, which is right there in front of Mike, but is no longer a bridge. So as we get back to Mike.
Look at how prominent Grizzly Peak is in that picture.
Yeah, it is. Well, this is from the monorail. It's kind of high, but yeah.
But even today, there's so many trees that just like drown it.
So that bridge you see right there, that was the Golden Gate Bridge back in the day. And now it looks like this. So let's go ahead and continue on.
Now it's the Glendale Hyperion.
Buena Vista Street, which also looks very different. On the icons on the shops were huge back in the day. There was greetings from California. Just had a little more silly feel. Well, how would you call it, Tony?
When the park first opened,
Kitchen.
were they filming for ESPN on opening day 2001?
I'm sure somebody was there, maybe ESPN, but I know there was a lot of networks there.
There were plenty of filming. I don't know if ESPN got any of that footage. So at the end of the street now is the Carthay Circle Theater, which is a restaurant, of course. But what used to be pretty much in that spot, I'm going to show a picture now, is right here. So that was the great sunshine icon at the end of the entrance to DCA, with the waterfall and the mosaic glass and what would you call that? Just a little courtyard area. And then what's not seen in this picture are the big heliostats along the side, which would turn and automatically reflect the sun at the great sun icon. And that's what used to be at the entrance area of DCA. And now we have a theater.
I was actually just watching a vintage news report from the opening earlier today, and they were talking about the heliostats and how they had to turn them off when they were installing the sun icon. That way the construction workers wouldn't get fried by the rays just beaming directly at them.
I do not. I've seen them move before, but not much. That was not too much of a regular occurrence. Mike Mack is asking, ESPN is here. Yes, they're going to be doing NFL Live from inside the park starting tomorrow. Yep.
All week, yeah, building up to the Super Bowl,
Yes,
which is at
Super Bowl.
SoFi Stadium, a mere 30 miles from Disneyland Resort.
All right, so which way
As the crow fly.
Which way do we want to go? Let's go to the right if we could, through Grizzly Peak, since that's kind of how I have my pictures arranged. So as we come up around the corner, right about there, if you turn to the right a little bit more, maybe even face back a little bit. So this used to be the Burbank ice cream, and where they had the Golden Zephyr, and I'm going to show that picture right now. And you could see the bridge in the background, and then on the left right there are some shops where the Starbucks is now, basically is where that is. Remember this, Tony?
Yeah, before it was a Starbucks, it was a Winchell's Donuts, I believe.
It was not a Winchell's donut.
No, it was not. No.
That's every place that's in LA. So yeah, but that Golden Zephyr, they actually used to have a train right there that you couldn't go inside of it, but the Burbank ice cream and the coffee shop were built into it. So that was kind of cool. That Zephyr is now long gone.
I remember thinking, because it was designed like you were going into the train, but then you were going into the shop. But I remember thinking, how are they fitting this many people into this ice cream car? This is ridiculous. And then I went through it and realized, oh, it goes into a building.
Yeah, and that Golden Zephyr, not to be confused with the other Golden Zephyr, we'll see a little bit later.
Well, that's the California Zephyr. The train is the California Zephyr.
Okay, so we're going to make our way towards what used to be Condor Flats. What's its official name now? Does it have a name?
Grizzly Peak.
All right, hold right there. Pan left a little. No, right there.
Oh, sorry.
Right there.
And left,
Perfect.
yeah.
No. Perfect.
Okay.
Do you remember, Tony, when it used to look like this?
Yes. I still call it that.
And that actually would turn for a long time, then it stopped, but that would actually turn back and forth.
Yeah, it didn't do a full 360 though. It would just kind of go like side to side.
Like a certain type of radar, yes, where it goes side to side. And it's no longer Condor Flats. They got rid of that sign, and now it is the name I can never remember.
Peak Recreational Airfield.
So let's head into there.
And one of the weirdest losses of the park, switching over, in my opinion, is the runway lights on this pathway.
I do not disagree with you. That was so cool.
Mike, did you ever see the runway lights?
I feel like I must have. I don't remember them.
Yep. So our really cool radar sign been replaced by this little penny sign. All right, so let's get right there, Smoke Jumper's Grill. On opening day, this was not Smoke Jumper's Grill. This was Taste Pilots. And let's check that out here with the cool airplane. I believe that was the X1.
Hey, we have a special guest.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
I was wondering if you would run into him.
Hey, man, sorry, give me a
I was
second.
following along, and I said, "Wow, I bet I could find it."
Not that hard. Hi. Oh, he
I
can't hear me. I
Tony,
know.
And I said, "Get ready."
Doobie wants me to relay a message.
Okay.
Go
Well,
ahead,
first,
Doobie.
I just want to say hi, Cole. This is Cole Guriak, who does our Disney theme park history, our Extinct Attractions column.
He's introducing you and just giving your many
And
contributions.
This is my lovely girlfriend, Nicole.
So
You
this
know,
is
combined
Nicole.
when they're together, I call them Nicole.
Tony
And-
says
and-
that combined you are Nicole.
That is true.
Yeah,
That's not
okay.
wrong. Yeah, that's correct.
Can you just relay one question to Cole to
Yes.
relay? I guess you can just ask Nicole directly.
Okay.
Ask Nicole which elephant picture in particular got her interested in Cole.
Nicole, which elephant picture in particular got you interested in Cole?
It was the Dumbo one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dumbo, the Dumbo one.
Okay. we should have Cole giving this tour. He's our Extinct Attraction guy.
Do you have a photo of Cole from 2001 that we could put next to him for then and now?
I believe that was called an ultrasound, Mike.
Picture of me at DCA. I would
All
hope
right.
it would be at Superstar Limo, but one can dream.
Okay, well, nice seeing you.
Nice to meet you, Nicole.
Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Thanks. So, yeah, he would have been the perfect guy to do this. So, we just saw Taste Pilot's Grill there. Here you go. Oh, that's kind of different. That we need to do. And now, of course, it's just like a lot of things, just not as fanciful, a little simpler. Smoke Jumper's Grill. Let's continue on.
Okay.
I think our next thing.
You know, that was the first place I ever heard the song by David Bowie. I can't even remember what it's called now. Ground Control to
Major Tom?
Tom. Yeah.
That's not what it's called.
Space Oddity.
Thank
That's
you.
it.
Take your protein pills and put your helmet down.
I had a different David Bowie space song stuck in my head all morning because of that Buzz Lightyear trailer.
And what did you think?
What did I think of the trailer?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna see that movie for sure.
Can we face the entrance to Soarin'?
Face the entrance to Soarin'.
Because, you know, it looks like Soarin'. How much Soarin' is an opening day attraction? How much could it have changed? Well, let's check it out. It's changed a lot.
Whoa.
That's what Soarin' used to look like. With the cool icon at the top now, it's just kind of this simple green building.
Or as my mother-in-law calls it, Zorin.
Your mother.
Elaborate, please.
I don't know. I'm not mocking her. It's just we find it adorable.
Oh.
She just says Zoran. We don't know why. And it further goes to prove my theory. All moms love Soren.
Is this a PDF somewhere available online, this study?
All right, let's go left.
Okay.
Look at the shop over there. What is it called now? It's not Flying By anymore.
This is Humphreys.
Oh, that's right. It's themed as a Disney character now. So it's got a throwback picture of that place. It doesn't look that different. But it used to be the Flying By
Let me try to
souvenirs.
get in that angle over here. Roughly like that.
The checkerboard's still there. It still says something below it. It says something a little different. Yeah, not that different. And Rebecca says she misses the jet engine cooling station. Do you remember that? Over by Stone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was over here, yeah.
It's no longer
Wasn't that
there.
just another highly elaborately themed Coke stand?
Well, it also lets you cool down by standing under the water.
It doesn't get that hot. In a thematically themed desert area.
We keep going this way?
Yeah, let's continue our journey. I think, take a look around, but I think the next thing we'll come to that I have a picture of is the down of, that's the way to put it, the splashdown of Grizzly River Run. So slowly make our way over there, see what else we see. There's always been an airplane there, but the plane has changed.
Okay.
That used to be the location of Mini Earhart, back when DCA's like, we need characters. Whose aunt is Nancy Austin?
That is my aunt.
She says she loves your laugh.
But does she love Soren?
Zoran.
So there was a cat that used to hang out here all the time, and I don't think I've seen it since the park reopened.
You had to go find better digs while it was closed, don't
I
you?
guess so.
So,
Grizzly River Run is down for its annual
okay, we can
wintertime.
still. This view right here is good. I'm curious how
Reset.
much this has changed. So this is basically this exact same view back in either January or February of 2001. And just a lot less trees.
Yeah, the trees are
definitely-
now blocking the view of the peak. So yeah, you can't even see that from here.
And this is what 21 years does. That's crazy. Life will find a way. Yeah, one of the things we wanted to see is how the trees have grown in. You used to get a lot better view of the Big Bear itself back in the day. All right. And then as we continue on, you're going to walk. So many more trees. Wow. Walk past the Big Bear, and we'll look back at him and do a comparison. There's the entrance to the Grand Californian Hotel over there on the right. Which technically,
How long before or after DCA did the Grand Californian open?
it opened in January. It officially opened in January, and then DCA opened in February.
Okay, so pretty much right around the same time.
I want to say, I know Downtown Disney was January 12th. I want to say Grand California was January 2nd, but I definitely could be wrong on that. So Grizzly River is down. I'm curious how much this guy has changed, because in my mind, he's the exact same. So let's keep going. Keep going a little bit further and then turn around. Oh, he has changed.
And California was January 2nd, 2001.
Hey, I nailed it. How about that? All right, so this is a perfect view. Let's get this guy up here. The oar looks
that
different. Yeah, different oar, different raft. But I think he looks pretty much the same.
I think they just repainted everything, right?
His hat looks different. But the bear itself, I guess he survived 21 years.
Yeah.
And somehow he doesn't look as extreme as he did in 2001.
Wait, what did it say? Can you go back to the photo? What did it say here on the raft?
It said Grizzly River Run.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
I was about to say something really dumb. I was gonna say in that picture, he looks like he's in an old parking lot.
It does. It does.
Uh-huh. All right, Rebecca said, remember when they had so much entertainment through here? A cappella group by Flying By and Minnie Earhart. What was the name of that a cappella group? John Doe. John Doe. Yes, they were cool.
I just remember the Minnie Earhart show being there, and then one day it just disappeared.
Oh, goodness. Goodness.
Too soon.
You know what? I wish I had gotten a better picture of like this view. To see how the trees have grown in. It's so amazing.
Can I make Mike point out one of my favorite kind of trees in the park?
Sure.
It's coming up here on the right.
Okay.
It's not really a tree as much as it's a carved out piece of tree.
The Brother Bear tree?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Should we say hi to Raya?
Oh, is she there?
Entrance right here.
Right?
Let's
I
do
mean,
it.
it's a wait, but we can maybe spot her.
Can you see, by the way, Mike, the next picture I have queued up? Are you able to see that on your view?
Oh, we have the princess here as well. We want to meet the princess.
Wait, say it again, did you?
Are you able to see on your screen the next picture I have queued up?
No, I don't.
Okay.
You can sit in the stroller, but not on the stroller.
After we see Raya, do you know where the big tree is you can walk through?
Yes, I do. It's behind me.
Okay, let's go over there after we see Raya.
Okay, so this is her little tent here, or what would you call that? Lean-to? No. Oh, I see her. There she is. Look. Can you make out her hat?
Wow.
It's like Sasquatch.
Raya fighting.
I just want her to turn around and do that Sasquatch walk.
Fun fact, Tony believes in Sasquatch.
Where's Raya? There she is.
Beautiful.
Are you by yourself, Mike?
Yes.
Oh, okay. If not, I was going to have you go down and do the dragon, like, even though she's not Sisu, but the circle over your head thing.
Oh, right. Okay. The tree you can walk through. That's where I'm headed now.
That area where Raya is, that used to be, they've had several shows there. A Brother Bear show, they had a Pocahontas show.
An Up show.
Is
Which
this
is why
area,
Mike thinks it's the Wilderness Explorers Trail.
right? Is this area opening day?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Redwood Creek Tunnel Trail is opening day. So I'm looking for a view of the tree where the opening to the tree is kind of on the right and the Grand California would be behind it if you could see it. So that's probably this view here.
It's right there. I mean, you can see the hotel right there.
Look how
You can
different
go ahead.
this looks here.
Oh, yeah. It's all trees now here. Yeah.
All trees now. So pretty awesome.
So that means the view in that room that made the price go down a little bit.
Exactly.
Now it's a garden view.
Let's get out of here.
Have you guys done the real tree you can drive through in up Northern California where you guys live, Scooby?
I did when I was a child, yes. Not in a long time, but yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
You did that.
I was a wee lad. Have you seen a lot of bloggers and vloggers streaming today?
Not really. I actually was kind of surprised how little fanfare there is about the anniversary. I mean, I guess for DCA, they've only really done like the big numbers like 10 and 15.
Here's
But-
right.
Yeah, when I got here, I was kind of expecting something, but there's just no mention of it anywhere.
Maybe at the winery, because they're 21 now.
Here's what that area where Raya is, what it looked like back in the day. Here we go. I believe this was just a storytelling on opening day. It wasn't a particular character.
Oh, man. You could see everything.
Yep. And yet somehow the The ivy at the AMC Theater has never grown in.
I believe this is the spot where you can do yoga in the park now, right?
Soon. Stay there for a moment.
Okay.
Actually, pan over a little bit so you can see the bear itself.
Not going to happen from here.
Oh, okay. Well, this is what that used to look like.
It's all trees now.
Wow.
Goodness.
I gotta say, I like it better when it's a little sparse and you can see stuff. And this is that view now.
Let's see. Maybe if I move over a little bit, we can see a peek of it. Nope.
Wow. All right, so we're heading over towards the street of San Francisco. Where you used to be able to make your own postcard for Luminaria. Best show ever at DCA.
There's Nick Wilde.
Justin's asking, is the Chinese New Year stuff over at DCA?
It is not. It goes through February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. I know because my wife and I are coming
Yeah.
that day.
Hey, you said that, Nick Wilde.
Yeah.
Hanging out on the street of San Francisco. And if you pan the other way, we can see the painted ladies, right? Are they still there?
Yeah.
Largest bathrooms at the at the Disneyland Resort.
I'm trying to find. Oh yeah, this. I guess this is this one over here.
A lot more trees planted. There were no trees planted back then. It was just some light posts. But now we have trees.
Yeah, that's pretty much that view.
Yep. And I think that big camera crane is new as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Rebecca asked, is Grizzly Peak sinking? Yes, I believe ever since they drained the sub lagoon a while ago, the Grizzly Peak sunk a little bit. Trees are growing. They should make it grow at the same time. All right, as we come over here, we can go past the Palace of the Fine Arts and make a right and start going that way towards Paradise Pier.
Okay. Dead ahead, we've got the stage, the ESPN stage for the Super Bowl stuff.
The amphitheater.
You know, if there's one thing I could have asked for on today's anniversary, it would have been a date for World of Color to come back. Although right now the world would be a carousel of football. So
There's going to be NFL Live there, promoting covering the Super Bowl. Yes, Pixar Pier. Thank you, Lori Jean. Pixar Pier.
What did you say? Paradise Pier?
Paradise Pier.
Not for a few years.
You think it'll stay Pixar Pier as long as it was Paradise Pier?
Sure.
Right. Hey, there's a good view. Let's keep that one for a second.
Okay.
And this is not quite it, but you see the same stuff right here. Back when it was the Sun Wheel and California Screamin' with the big mouse ears, the wave, the scream shield.
Now, did California Screamin' go around all three mouse ears in the loop? Or just the center one? All three. Not 3 years. That's not what you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. All 3 years. No. The track for California Screamin' has not changed through all its iterations. It's still the same ride.
which begs a question out of me. Of the switches, which do you miss most? California Screamin' or the original Soarin' Over California?
I mean, I don't even know if I would say I missed the original California Screamin', except the music was pretty fun. But it's basically still there, except for the incredible stuff that you hear and see.
But the soundtrack, Mike.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The music is really the big change. Yeah, and I really don't do Soarin' that much. So What's next?
Can we go back to the performance corridor? I want to get a look back at the Palace of the Fine Arts,
Okay.
and then also the Little Mermaid building.
Plus, they can bring Soarin' back whenever they want, the California version, as they have a couple times.
Yeah, I don't think I miss either one, really. If I had to pick one, I miss Soarin' over California a little more. So that building, the Palace of the Fine Arts, which the real version of which is up here in San Francisco, hasn't changed that much. The banners for it changed a lot. So when I show the opening day banner here in a second, you'll see how it was blue and it just said Golden Dreams. I don't even think that made it to opening day. I think by the time opening day came, they had a more artsy one with Whoopi Goldberg on it, who was the star of that show. So that really just felt like we didn't quite get those back from the printer in time. So that's it then. And
What was her name in that? Calafia?
Calafia. I used to say Califia, but Calafia makes more sense.
I think she says it in the show.
Does she?
Yeah.
She probably said Calafia. So I would have been reading that name for months before I ever saw the show. I would have been
All I
surprised
remember
that she
is
pronounced her name wrong.
they had the Pepper's Ghost statues on either side. She introduces herself. She inspired Steve Jobs to name the thing Apple. And we saw what happens to railroad workers who don't get out of the way in time.
Yes, that was the... They actually changed that scene to make it a little bit less graphic and obvious what's going on. Man, I did have a view walking down that road. Oh, well. I'm going to show this real quick, because you saw how treaty it is now. And this is how treaty it wasn't back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, can we see the Little Mermaid building? What used to be the Golden Dreams building?
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty
Well,
good. Because this is what it used to
you
look
mean
like.
where the old building used to be?
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
Thank you. No, you're correct. I'm thinking they just put something new in there, but they demolished it.
No, they took that thing down.
So it used to have paintings of stuff you would see in the show, which was just a movie. It wasn't an animatronic show or a 4D show or anything. It was a simple film, but it was actually quite compelling. History of California. And they said, enough with that. Let's go to clone, and this is what we got now.
Although, so here's a good question. If they had gone through the original intent, which was to have an American Adventure-style animatronic show about California, would it still be there today?
I don't think so. They may have redone it as an animatronic show about something else.
Marvel characters.
Rebecca says she misses the enormous murals in Disney parks. That was a thing, wasn't it? Even in DCA, back over in Hollywood. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, let's keep walking down Paradise Pier. Let's go see Dinosaur Jack. Oh, perfect. Perfect view right here. So this view that we're looking at now is the Paradise Pier Hotel, the Golden Zephyr, Souvenir 66. Is that still there? This is what it used to look like.
Oh, that is a perfect view.
Just there. Mulholland Madness off in the distance. The big blue thing is a shop, Souvenir 66. The pink dinosaur we'll get a closer look at in a minute.
You know, this is definitely one of those hindsight things. Because I made the dumb comment in my head, this looks like it was an old parking lot. And it really does. And it was an old parking lot, but now I'm like just looking at these pictures alone, like in hindsight, no wonder everybody hated it.
Plus, it meant that they had to park further. And as Justin says, Golden Zephyr and Jumpin' Jellyfish are a few of the DCA 1.0 relics still there.
How are the wait times for Golden Zephyr?
Let's find out.
I think it'd be great to ride an opening day attraction.
I agree. Mr. Jumpin' Jellyfish would be great.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
In just 15 minutes, we will present Mulan's Lunar New Year procession. filled with traditional.
Let's see. It's telling me it's 5 minutes.
Oh, let's do it. I'm not sure I've been on this since February 8th.
Will they make me put this away? Probably.
If they do, then let's
I've
not.
done videos with me and my friends on here. Fun fact, all singing the Growing Pains theme for some reason.
Yeah, he's not just got a video. He's got.
Are you sure you don't want
That's true.
Sorry. Okay, thank you.
Definitely like a selfie stick or anything, though.
I have a feeling they're gonna make me tuck this away. We'll see. Thank you. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Oh, the projectors are coming back.
Excuse me while I put on my seatbelt.
It's a nice sky right now. That's a nice seat back right now.
Thank you. We did not seem to have a problem with it, so
All right. That doesn't mean
remember
we'll
the
go
last
flying
time
off in the middle of the ride, though.
I got a wrist
Hey.
strap.
We're trying to outdo the Raptor video, right?
It's strapped to my wrist. We're all good. I probably haven't been on this thing in a decade.
Now, don't breathe too hard. You will shut it down. As Kyle says, okay, nobody breathe. This ride has been known to shut down in the slightest of winds, but it's an opening day attraction and it's still here.
Taking my hat off.
Be like the cool kids. Just turn it backwards.
And I think Mike
Here we go.
Celestino.
Whee!
All right, describe your experience, Mike.
Rotating slowly. Picking up speed. The turning speed of the gimbal is slower than the turning speed of the Zephyr, unfortunately. Let me do this manually. Whoa.
Oh, it's windy up here. Would you describe this as a thrilling ride, Mike?
I guess only if you're worried that the cables are going to snap.
That almost never happens.
Almost never.
Except for that one time, but we don't talk about that.
Okay, it has never happened. Let's be clear. It sounds like it's ending already, Mike.
Yeah, that was a quick one.
Wow. I wonder it's got a 5-minute line.
The gimbal got confused halfway through, so once we stop, I gotta reset it.
Hey, there's 266.
Golden
Corndog
Zephyr.
Castle.
Confusing gimbals since February 8th, 2001. Is there exit music on the Zephyr now?
I guess so.
Do you get let off the exact same place you got on?
Yes. I stopped at the same spot.
I like Mac's comment.
Keep in mind we allow 2 per row, 1 for seatbelt. There's no lap sitting. The smaller rider will sit to the right, away
Sorry.
from the opening. One more
Okay,
time,
thank
2
you.
per row, 1
That's
for
okay.
seatbelt, no lap sitting. Smaller riders enter first. We're looking on the flight deck. Look for the blue gates that have red numbers on them. You got the right blue gate that has a big red number on them.
Wow.
That is
So-
the most enthused write-up I've ever heard.
So we have written half of the unchanged DCA opening day attractions. That's pretty cool.
All right, I think we're good to go.
Can we as we walk away, get over to where we can see Corndog Castle with Goofy Sky School in the background. There we go. So back on opening day, this view right here. I can't believe Corndog Castle is pretty much unchanged. But what has changed is Dinosaur Jack's Sunglass Shack, the coolest prop in the history of Disney theme parks, is no longer there. So sad. So I'll give a moment of silence.
Sorry, I broke the silence.
Even in 2001, I felt that was just a knockoff Gertie from then Disney MGM Studios, now Disney's Hollywood Studios.
How can it be a knockoff when it's better? But the castle is like so similar. Like, wow. Actually, the sign has changed quite a bit, but it's still a Corndog Castle. Justin thinks I'm being sarcastic. I love that dinosaur. All right. Let's see. I want to see the old Burger Invasion. Remember that, Mike?
Where was that?
Yeah, pretty much right there. Which is now a different restaurant, but this used to be McDonald's back in the day.
Oh.
Burger Invasion, which was actually a cool name for McDonald's.
So they're looking at it from kind of over here, right?
Yeah, based on this picture, it looks like, I think that's actually the SS Rustworthy on the right.
On the right, yeah. I'm trying to figure out where that was in relation. Because I think Burger Invasion's the restaurant like all the way back,
I thought it, because is that Pizza Umama right next to it on the left?
if I remember right, yeah.
All right, so it's further back than I thought. My mistake.
'Cause, like, even just look at the hotel. It almost, relatively speaking, backs up to the hotel.
Yeah. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. So Pizza Umama used to be over here, Burger Invasion. Now we have, what is this called now?
Paradise Gardens.
Thank you. Rebecca says Burger Invasion is where the quick service counter is over there. Okay. So
Yeah, I feel like this is roughly the angle of that photo because the way that Paradise Pier Hotel looks.
So I was off. Yes, Dewey. Come on. All right. But everything here has changed so much, it's not really comparable. If you
Now
want
that I
your
think
McDonald's-
about it, was the SS Rustworthy the most elaborate play place ever?
I think even DCA has a better one if you count Redwood Creek Challenge Trail.
Well, I meant because it's right by the Burger Invasion, which was presented by McDonald's.
Play Place, McDonald's Play Place, not Disney Play Place.
Yes.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. Yes. All right, we can continue our journey. What's behind walls here?
Emotional Whirlwind is down for refurb too.
Wow.
Does that make you happy and filled with joy or sadness?
Like every situation, I am only afraid.
Wow. Mike wins the day. Sorry, Kyle. But approximately where that is, this isn't really the same angle at all. We can't get the same angle, but I can show you what used to be in that spot, kind of nestled in there, California Screamin', was Maliboomer. You slowly went up? No, you were shot up.
No, you were launched up.
You were launched up and then fell down slowly It
Because
has some nice,
thematically, it was one of those test your strength
right,
games.
had scream shields in front of you so you didn't let all of Anaheim hear you scream, and also perhaps protect you from other things occurring. I believe I'm wrong about this, but yeah, that did not last very long. That is not a. I was going to say that was the first attraction to leave, but of course that was Superstar Limo. But it may have been the second.
It made it through World of Color in 2010.
Then I am way off. I thought it left much earlier than that. Yeah, I wish you could too, Kyle. But look at all that enthusiasm for the Maliboomer.
On the old Rosie O'Donnell talk show when they came to DCA when it opened, the guy who played Drew Carey's brother on the Drew Carey show lost his sunglasses on the Malibu.
And back here, of course, has changed quite a bit. Gives you kind of an idea of what it used to look like back here, the backside of Paradise Pier. You can see in the pictures down there the Manhattan Beach, and there was a Maliburitos over there. Nothing changed all that much.
Whoa!
Oh, peep. Hi, Bo Peep.
Hi, Bo. Bye, Bo.
And are you able to see the Silly Symphony swings from here?
Say it again. Sorry.
Are you able to see Silly Symphony swings from where you are?
Yeah. Yeah. Sort of. Not really.
Okay, sorry about that.
You want me to back up a bit?
No, that's okay.
It's about to launch.
It's changed. It's changed quite a bit.
We can see it from right over here.
Okay, go for it. So Mike's on his way over there. You can see what that used to look like. It was originally the orange stinger. It's the big orange thing right over here. You can see Jumpin' Jellyfish next to it, which still stands pretty much unchanged. The orange stinger has changed quite a bit. And instead, it is now Silly Symphony swings. Which the swing right itself is pretty much the same, but the stuff around it has changed quite a bit. And let's check it out. I hit the mute, and hit the solo. So I think it's more fun where it's kind of out in the open. Have you been on this, Tony?
On what? I'm sorry.
The swing.
The swings.
Oh, yes. I always, I'm like, yeah, let's go on the swing. And then once I'm on them, I'm kind of like George Jetson. Stop this crazy thing.
Did you ride it back when it was the orange stinger?
Once. But not when it was the bees. They had already removed the bees.
Did you ride the bee butts? So originally you just had Nerf bee butts on all the swings. They did not last very long. So that's a good view. Let's take one more quick view at the old days compared to today. Wow. Let's continue on to Paradise Pier. I want to get some ice cream.
What was your favorite California dining pun? I didn't realize it was going to be a thinker.
It is. The first one to come to mind was San Andreas Shakes.
That's a good one.
Maliburitos is really cool. Award wieners is really cool. Schmoozies. They're all so cool. But I'll go with San Andreas. And they also have the date shake, which was so awesome. All right, if you're just joining us today, it's Disney California Adventure's 21st birthday, and we're doing something fun. We are walking around the park, looking at how it looks today and comparing it to pictures of how it looked 21 years ago. As chronicling the opening of this park was one of the first things we did here at Laughing Place, and we've got a lot of pictures. So Walking through Paradise Pier. Toy Story Mania, of course, is totally new. This would be, I guess this would be where Malaburritos was, and the other one whose name I can't think of. Then what's this? Jesse's Critter Carousel now?
Yes.
Used to be King Triton's Carousel with creatures of all sorts, as long as they were in the sea. And the Credit Coaster, of course, was California Screamin'. Pretty much the same, exact same layout, but some different decor now.
Was King Triton's Carousel the only opening day IP? No, Muppet Vision and Tough to Be a Bug.
Yes, for sure. Is that it?
I think that might be it.
Steps in Time was full of IP.
But
Soap
a musical review show, does that count?
Soap Opera Bistro, a different kind of IP.
Yeah.
All ABC soaps. Justin says, since DC is 21, should we get an alcoholic beverage? Mike is working. He is not permitted to drink while working.
Uh-oh.
Or if he does, he doesn't tell us. No.
I didn't today, but there have been some events in the past where I did not follow that rule.
Mike can do whatever he wants while he's working as long as he gets the job
If it's
done.
provided at the media event.
It would be rude to turn them down.
Yeah.
We'd get kicked right off that media list.
All right, so we are heading over to get some ice cream, or at least see what that ice cream place looks like today.
Do you have any pictures of the copper tone billboards, Doobie?
Oh man, I didn't grab any of those. I ended up grabbing over 40 pictures. I'm like, there's no way I can get through these. Apparently, I could have gotten more.
Why is the best billboard always covered up by a line?
Is this the line
What?
for ice cream?
They used to be in a different sequence, and I think so many people were taking photos with the cocoa one that they had to switch it out and put that on the end there because it was getting in the way of the lines.
Remember me? So this is now Adorable. What is it called?
Adorable Snowman Frosted Treats.
But back in opening day, this was Catch a Flave, where you could get soft serve with flavor swirls. And this is pretty much how long the line always was. I don't know why. It's one of the most underrated places.
Underrated or overrated?
Underrated.
Okay.
Underrated, yeah.
Oh, you're saying that there was no line back in those days, and now
Right.
there's always a line.
Right. All right, can move along.
Yeah. Excellent.
Are you able
I
to
hear
get?
lava.
I think I probably waited too long for you to get this view, unfortunately.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
around from that side.
My
Let me go
mistake.
back.
I don't know that it's changed that much. Depends how fast you think you can get there.
Yeah, it's not too far.
Okay. So on opening day, this was Avalon Cove, which was
Presented by
Wolfgang Puck. And it was a bit of a high-end restaurant, pretty good. And then before too long, though, it was changed to, help me out, Tony. Little
Ariel's
Mermaid.
Grotto.
Thank you, Ariel's Grotto. And it stayed that for a long time. It's not that anymore, is it?
No, it's the Lamplight Lounge.
Thank
It's
you.
the Pixar restaurant where everything is
Downstairs?
pickled for some reason.
Downstairs?
Actually,
too?
like looking closer at this image, I think that's taken from way over there on the west side, right?
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
So let's see
But here's
what we
something
can see.
similar.
So this is Avalon Cove again, opening day. Later on, Ariel's Grotto. That spiel has changed just a bit over the years.
There have been 3.
Yes.
Which one was your favorite,
The first one for sure.
Mike?
Was Neil Patrick Harris the
That's
first?
the second one.
Second one. What was the first one?
It was actually D. Bradley Baker,
Oh,
and he sounded like just kind of like a surfer guy.
Yeah.
okay.
Hang tight, everybody. Face forward.
Kyle says Neil Patrick Harris. Did you ever see the Waves actually launch it?
Yes. Only like once or twice, and I understand why they can't, but I wish they would left that. But
Even though I've been here since like opening day, I do not remember actual launches of that thing, of the Waves.
I remember I was on it once when it happened, and it splashed up onto us. And I was like, "Oh, that's not that great."
Yeah, so when it was California Screamin', there was a wave machine, and sometimes the wave would kind of launch your vehicle. Cool effect. So this is all Lamplighter Lounge now, upstairs and downstairs?
Yes.
Wow. Also known as the AP Hangout. There is the entrance to Paradise Pier. I think I have an entrance sign. Let me check. Nope, I don't. I'm a loser. Dude. That reminds me of the Milan Parade. For obvious reasons, but still.
It's the Milan parade.
Yeah, is this the Lunar New Year?
Yeah, this is some
Featuring Milan?
Lunar New Year procession.
But I didn't realize. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is the same mix. I love that music from the Milan Parade back in the day.
I remember when they first started doing Lunar New Year festivities, they used the Asian segment of the Eureka Parade soundtrack as the procession.
That is still my favorite daytime parade in history.
All of history?
Of Disney history. Sorry, I don't have the comparison here. Sorry
Oh,
about
okay.
that, Mike.
Sorry.
Thought I did. I would so far would give my grade a B- for quality of pictures I've chosen. Hopefully we can improve that.
It's one of Mulan's favorite traditions. She learned from her ancestors to perform a powerful dragon dances across the sky to scare away bad luck and bring good fortune.
If I'd known a parade would be going on, I would have chosen some Eureka pictures.
It would be better if you got the dragon from this parade and the dragon from that parade.
From which parade? Mulan?
Eureka.
What do you know?
Kyle wants one of the guy with the Hollywood bowl on his head.
That was such a weird parade.
I prefer the Golden Gate Bridge stilt walkers.
Yep. For those who never got to see Eureka, here's just a little bit. One float, one of many floats in Eureka. It was themed to different areas of LA, and this was the main LA float. You can see the guy hanging here. He's actually playing the drums right here while rappelling back and forth. So, cool stuff.
If I recall, that was where the best rap sequence known to man played.
Like an egg getting fried on the sidewalk. You'll never forget that line once you hear it. So where are we now? Oh, we're way back
Pacific
there.
Wharf.
Yeah, I think I've got a Pacific Wharf in here.
That was the biggest part.
What's that?
Yeah, I think I've got a Pacific Wharf pick in here. Let's see what we've got. Oh yeah, not too far away. So if we look between Pacific Wharf, yeah, down the street towards the bridge that goes over. Here, I'll just show the picture, so that you can find the spot.
Oh, okay.
That actually, if I remember right, we'll find out here in a second, doesn't look too different.
So Pacific Wharf is still there. Bodine Bakery is still there. Is the margarita stand, Rita's Margaritas, still there?
Rita's Baja Blenders is the name.
Okay. And then on the right used to be Mission Tortilla Factory. Now it's Giardelli. But let's see how different it looks. Wow.
Mike, if you can go into the Ghirardelli location and show him on the wall where it shows you how to phonetically say Ghirardelli.
Okay.
Are you saying it's not Giardelli?
Correct.
I take your word for it, Tony.
Okay. I just didn't want to get into another good debate with you.
It would have been much
without
better
the
though
evidence to back it up.
if you had given a technically it's hard G, not a soft G, doobie, Giardelli, not Giardelli, technically.
Can I go in the exit, or I gotta go in that?
I was joking. You don't have to do it.
I'll take your word. I'll take his word for it.
Somebody just commented who hears that rant a lot.
That would be this person.
Yes.
It's her. I'm not even sure what this view is, so I'm going to show it, and then our artsy people can tell me what this picture's from.
So that's actually non-existent anymore because that's Cars Land. That's like Fillmore's area.
Okay. So is this thing gone too?
No, that's still there.
Okay. But everything.
But yeah,
over
that
here
whole
is
area is a
long
little
gone.
path. Like that's all landscaping and Fillmore's, and I think the backside of Flo's, or the side of Flo's, where it's like Doc Hudson's section and it's the bathrooms.
Should I go down Cars Land?
Do it. Now, in all of this hunt, and in 21 years of history, I believe at some point there was a stand somewhere called Festival Cuisine. Can we point out where that was?
Oh yeah, this is that tower, right? That you were pointing.
Yep.
Out?
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, pretty much unchanged. Nice, Tony. Well done. Rebecca brings up a great. Would you guys remember this? The swap of Cochina and the Lucky Fortune Cookery is right up there with the swap of the men's and ladies' restroom by Plaza Inn and creating awkward moments. Do you remember either of those swaps? Where Cochina Cucamonga and Lucky Fortune Cookery are now are reversed from where they were. For some reason, they just swapped their locations. And by the Plaza,
Well, I know only one of them has the Mulan sipper.
now you know. And over in Disneyland, the Plaza Inn, one day they switched the bathroom locations for the men and women, which is never a good idea.
So what was here on opening day? Was this all backstage?
Yeah, or still parking lot, wasn't it?
It was
Tony?
the parking lot, yeah.
Oh, right.
Kevin Rafferty, one of the Imagineers behind Cars Land, would joke about how he came full circle in his career because he would park his car where he eventually worked on Cars Land.
Kyle points out that Santa Rosa, which can be seen in this picture, became TT3, which got moved to Paradise Gardens. Yeah, Justin says this was Timon. So yes, the DCA of today is much, much larger than the DCA of 21 years ago.
What's next, fellas?
Can we
Is
go
Radiator
back?
Springs open? The Curios store?
It is not.
No, okay.
This location is unavailable at this time.
Let's go to Bugs Land.
If only.
The Bugs Land, which so many people are so fond of when it closed, even though people hated it when it opened.
Wow, that sounds familiar for every fandom I've ever been a part of.
But not actually an opening day area. Stuff to Bug was there, but the rest of Bugs Land came later. And instead, there was the Bountiful Valley Farm.
Have you guys been here at night?
Yeah, we have.
Yes.
Bugs Land took up part of the Bountiful Valley Farm, but part of it remained. It's all gone now, obviously, with Avengers Campus and all. But here's what Bountiful Valley Farm used to look like. And yes, we used to go to a theme park to check out tractors, and frankly, I had a great time. Remember this, Tony?
Yep.
Did
What
you
I
like it?
love, one of my favorite Easter eggs in Avengers Campus that I've seen, I have not seen Avengers Campus personally, but I've seen pictures, is that mural. Put it up again, Doobie.
Yeah.
that Bountiful Valley Farms mural on the side of the building there is the label for a jar in the PIM test kitchen.
That is so cool.
Everyone
Let's
thinks
see
it
if we
just
can
says
find it.
Everybody says it's just Bountiful Valley Farm. Like, no, it's the full mural.
Oh,
as
we
the
have
label.
to see that. Now that
We gotta
have
find
this.
it. We gotta find it.
And this also, you would actually literally go and see where they grew crops, which for you Epcot fans doesn't sound like any big deal, but
Right. But it was the bee's knees off the corner of Harbor Boulevard there. And look,
Hard to
you
believe.
can still see Grizzly Peak in the background.
And back here, this is actually a vineyard, a real vineyard.
That's
Oh,
still
nobody
there,
said
isn't it?
Literally, no one said it.
It takes strength and courage to face our enemies. So, recruits, who among you thinks they have the warrior power for the global level? Who will come forward and show us your courage?
Who's talking right now?
The Dora Milaje.
See, I would have just said an actress.
That would have been technically
Why
correct.
would you say that, Tony?
Because I couldn't see. But she's mic'd, so, context clues.
So, where's this label? Is it inside or is it at the bar?
I believe it's inside. There's a ketchup and mustard jar that are like
Yeah,
enlarged.
that's right. I have seen this before, yeah. It's right here.
But yeah, if you look at where underneath where it says ketchup or mustard, it's the same mural.
It sure is.
There's the mural. Here's our picture of it.
It's just upside down.
Now flip over your camera, Mike. No, don't do that. Cool. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah,
and it's 2001.
Yep.
That's no coincidence.
Those ketchups and mustards are expired.
It is eerily quiet right there. Is there a single soul in that restaurant?
Let's see. There's some people.
Okay.
As this thing slowly rotates. Yeah. Not too many.
It's kind of like John McClintock sitting there. But he retired years ago. Christian says, one of the things I miss about the old DCA was the Mission Tortilla Factory and also when they played Beach Boys in the parks. No argument here.
Paradise Pier Beach Boys or Sunshine Plaza Beach Boys.
They were both special. They were both special.
Because one had the carnival synth.
No matter where you start, you always end with the same singing voice.
Yeah, it's true.
Rebecca says one of her favorite DCA memories was New Year's Eve. The two parks were not in sync, so the lights shut down at closing time temporarily, and the countdown was 30 seconds behind Disneyland's. That was pretty funny. We're still counting, and Disneyland fireworks are going off.
What's next?
Is that Iron Man?
This Iron Man.
Why don't we make our way through Avengers Campus and go to Hollywood? Pictures
Tell
Backlot.
Tony said hi.
Okay. There's a long line to meet him.
But yeah, this area. So I don't know. I haven't been down there. Where we're right now. Was this a bit of Bugs Land?
Yes.
So this is the old entrance to a Bugs Land. The Cowboy Country's box.
Ooh, technically,
That's the entrance to Flick's Fun Fair, part of a Bug's Land.
That is correct. I'm not even going to make fun of you for that one. That is a good correction.
And this bathroom was also the bathroom in a Bug's Land.
Oh, man.
Did you have that?
I don't have that. I wish I did.
We should have done a dry run and just figured out where we were going to be. Find the pictures.
It's actually hard for Avengers Campus. I haven't been here yet to myself.
Yeah, me neither. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You pointing that out, Mike, actually helped me a lot because then behind you would have been Flick's Flyers Over
Yeah.
here would have been Dot's Puddle Park, and straight ahead would have been Heimlich's Choo Choo Train.
Yeah, Heimlich's would have been right over here.
And somehow the flea ride ended up in Pixar Pier. Let's fly us. Max says Geffen Meyer is a Dark Marvel Easter egg, but that's for a different stream.
The DreamWorks guy? It was
David
Spielberg,
Geffen.
Katzenberg, and Geffen Meyer, right?
That's David
Meyer,
Geffen.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Geffen Meyer. He did that and MGM, I believe.
Metro
Geffen Meyer. Yeah, you're right, Doobie.
Bunch of morons.
What about Breckenmeyer?
Where's the Tower of Terror? Is that
Not since Rat Race.
That's behind us.
Let's take a look. I've got a picture. This obviously does not go back to 2001 because that is not an opening day attraction. It didn't open until 2004. But here is a pre-opening construction picture of the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, Disney California Adventure.
Mike, is that your gimbal or area sound effects?
Oh, that's the spider bot making that noise.
Okay.
Oh, how
Right
creepy.
here. My gimbal is fortunately not that squeaky.
Do the bathrooms there have cool sounds now? The ones that used to be Flick's Fun Fair?
I don't remember there being any sound effects in the Avengers Campus bathroom. And I wouldn't want to bring the gimbal in there. Are we good?
We're good. Yes, sorry. Job number one interrupted
That
for a moment.
makes sense.
So let's head to Hollywood, which is both unchanged and very changed, which is a stupid thing to say.
Oh, Spidey is out.
So are you saying we just missed him?
Yeah, he probably very recently did his jump through the air.
We have an unboxing of a bunch of Spider-Man merchandise on our YouTube page that has 500,000 views. I just noticed that.
Which merch is that?
It's just from 3 months ago, just a big Spider-Man box of stuff.
Who was that, Alex that did that?
Yeah.
I believe it's called Spidey Stuff Unboxing.
So we got a hit, another video hit. It's not Raptor level, but it's good.
I feel like our YouTube channel is like a slow burn. Like things won't get views right away, but if you go back and look 6 months later, stuff starts to accumulate views.
That's right. Got some videos from back in 2004, which are getting close to 1,000 now. Hey, there's the vineyard. Wait, I've got pictures here.
Okay.
Now the pressure's on. Feel free to speak, Tony.
I'm sorry. I'm watching you scroll through your photos. I'm
And
sorry.
I can't even see you doing that, so I
Yeah.
have no excuse.
No, I'm so sorry. Yeah, vineyards. Also, you can see the movie back at the old Wonders of Life Pavilion at Epcot when it was the Festival Center. Seasons of the Vine. Also, one of the better soundtrack pieces from Opening Day California Adventure.
I don't have a great vineyard picture, but this is you can see him in the background here, and you can see the giant bear. This is back when they had a farm. And this thing on the right here, this was just like a big concrete cylinder with water falling off of it. I'm sure it has something to do with farming. I used to love to just go up there and wash my hands.
And that's why it's gone.
You can kind of see
Did
the
you like
bear's
Cosmic
nose.
Waves at Tomorrowland also?
Yes, I did, actually.
Okay.
So where's the bear's nose?
Right there.
Oh my goodness, these trees. Do you think they should cut the trees down and let us see the park again?
Not all the way down, but I do believe they should give them a trim.
This park has just become a park of trees, which is not at all like California.
it's. I will say I've always said so many people ask me, why do you like Disneyland better than Disney World? And one of my
I'm
top
crazy.
5 reasons is trees.
Really?
Outside of Animal Kingdom, find me a tree.
Why is that?
I know most of Main Street got cleared out because people were complaining they couldn't see the fireworks.
makes
Studios, I feel like, just has never had them. And Epcot was the concrete future of tomorrow. So,
What about Tomorrowland with those cool trees they have there that they can open and close at will?
that little
Now that-
strip of like 8 of them,
Yeah,
and all
I
the
like
trees
that.
are edible in Tomorrowland.
that's in California.
Oh.
And it's
do we-
mostly mint
Do we have,
and cabbage.
as we go over, we'll get the entrance to DCA and we'll compare that to what the entrance to Hollywood. Compare that to
Okay.
what it used to look like.
The trolley hasn't come back yet, right?
Nope. We should have had a pool going over which would return first, the trams or the trolley. But it seems like the trams might be back any day at this
Oh,
point.
that's right. It's trams. What's the? No, never mind.
Say it again. Sorry.
Nothing. I don't know. I was going to go off topic for no good reason.
I rode on a parking lot tram for the first time in a long time last night.
All right. So DCA's Hollywood entrance. Are we already inside the archway? Do they even have an archway anymore?
No, it's the orange pedestals right here.
Okay. Well, let's take a look here. You recall the big elephants they used to have at the entrance, Hollywood Pictures Backlot. Disney used to have a studio called Hollywood Pictures. There's a picture I took during one of the media days of one of the Imagineers. This picture taken there. I did an interview with him. Don't recall his name right now. I just found this picture.
He was a show writer for Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. I don't know his name, though, but I remember
that's
him
not
from the
useful.
video.
Okay. Hey, worked on DCA too.
Now, wasn't Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, wasn't that directed by Peyton Reed of the Ant-Man films? Am I wrong about that?
I'll look into it right now. But if Peyton Reed directed Honey, I Shrunk the Audience and the Ant-Man films, he needs to get away from the idea of shrinking things.
No, I think I did hear that. I forget where.
And I feel like, I wish I knew his name, but I'm pretty sure I interviewed him for his work on Superstar Limo. No. In a way, infamous. Oh, I got his name. Neil Engel. Yes, he was the producer for Superstar Limo and for Soap Opera Bistro. So this view, I kind of have this exact view if you want to hold for a moment. Yeah, back up just a little bit so you can see the Gone Hollywood sign. Here we go. Gone Hollywood on the left, off the page on the right, the big cloudy building in the background. Pretty much unchanged except for these trees have been filled out a little bit, these palm trees.
According to
Not a
my
lot of
quick
change
search, it was directed by Randall Kleiser.
Really? I don't know where did I get that from?
The major change on the right there, it used to be Soap Opera Bistro. This building right here is Soap Opera Bistro, a restaurant. And now, of course, it is Disney Junior live on stage. But the Gone Hollywood remains.
Peyton Reed directed the pre-show. I'm sorry, Doobie.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay. That's interesting.
And if you keep walking,
I will.
Ward Wieners remain, Schmoozies remains. The Muppets are no longer there.
No.
But this, so much of at least this part right here is unchanged. That B-ticket animation building attraction is still there.
What did you just say?
Nothing.
I couldn't hear. I didn't hear if you said B, D, or E.
I said B as in bore. No, I'm just kidding. Animation
As in
building is really
best ever.
cool. Animation building is really, really, really cool.
Can Mike go in real quick and just see what's on?
Yeah.
Who was I just looking at? I did a trivia on weddings, and someone proposed to their person in there, I think. Yeah, I can't remember who it was.
John Stamos.
Was it John Stamos? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it during the Tangled section, if I remember right.
Because his real name is Eugene.
Thank you. Let me know if we lose signal here.
Turn around. Go,
Frozen,
go, just
frozen.
turn around. Don't worry about it.
No,
Turn.
it's too late. It's too late. All right, we can make a break for it.
I like this song. Wait, let's hear the song first.
Let's get
No,
a
no, no.
copyright
We don't want the copyright. Let's go.
Yeah, back up.
La, 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 la.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Across the street, Fairfax Market, I got a nice picture. Let's see. I'm guessing there is zero change here. And I can see might be right. So here's the picture from 21 years ago.
There's no difference at all. I think right down to the trash cans. Do it again. I thought the stream skipped for a second where you just put that up.
There we go.
And do it again.
Fairfax Market, schmoozy.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Although I do know the windows have changed. Philip no longer has a window up there.
Yeah.
Philip.
Wait, is this billboard the same? Did you have that in that shot?
It's blank in the shot.
It's blank. How funny. I don't know what they ended up putting up there.
It might be glare or something, no?
This shot with all likelihood was taken at one of the first previews.
Neat.
Yes, they changed the color of the trash cans. That's what they've done at DCA since opening day.
That would be like the Ocean's 11 style clue. If you use that picture as like to fake heist DCA in some way. So that he would be on the radio. Wait a minute. When did we change the color of the trash cans?
Why
You're
not
looking at an old picture.
Why not just take a picture of the current park if you're gonna do that?
Dude, Mike, you don't know how to do a heist movie, man.
Wait a minute, they're using a picture from 21 years ago.
What is the?
But it was the same except for the trash cans. That's the only difference.
It was the shoes that gave it away. What does the Lights, Camera, Chaos stage look like these days? All right, this is not a bad angle. So on opening day, there was a show on this stage. It was called Get a Grip. And by the time, actually on the previews, by the time opening day came around, they realized no one outside of Hollywood knew what a grip was, so they changed it to Lights, Camera, Chaos. And it was a show where they danced while kind of making a scene of a movie or a TV show. I thoroughly enjoyed this. The music is really cool. It's available on DCA's opening day soundtrack. It did not last long at all.
The catwalk is still there.
Better show, Drawn to the Magic.
No. Get a Grip was awesome. Have you listened
Mike,
to that
what's your
soundtrack
favorite?
lately?
What was your favorite show at this stage, Mike?
I don't know if I've ever watched any of them.
Sure, you watched like one of the Tron guys.
Oh yeah, I remember that stuff. I don't know. I really don't have an opinion. Sorry. I'm terrible at my job.
What is where Hollywood and Dine used to be?
That's the Captain Marvel meet and greet, I think.
Okay, well, let's take a look. I got a good view.
I do remember the arcade being in there. The was that Electronica?
It was Flynn's Arcade during Electronica.
Yeah.
A friend of mine sent me tokens, and I was very happy.
That was pretty neat.
Christian did a choir performance on that stage. So yeah, that was my favorite one. So this building, which now is just a backdrop for Captain Marvel, at one time held a restaurant called Hollywood and Dine. Inside there was a food court, 4 different places, each named after a famous location in Hollywood.
What were they? Do you remember?
There was Schwab's Pharmacy is the only one I remember. I do know that's related to a trivia question tonight, though. So. And this young man over here is my brother-in-law, who is now the father of 2. used to work at DCA back in the day. And then the mural on the right, I believe I have that picture.
Got replaced with nothing.
Replaced with nothing. How do I not? Don't give up on me yet.
I found them.
Found what?
Don the Beachcomber, Wilshire Bowl, Villa Capri, and Schwab's Pharmacy.
All right, so I remembered 1 out of 4. Dude,
That's
how do I not have
25%.
that? So that used to be a really cool mural that, for some stupid reason, I don't have right now.
But you can imagine how cool it was.
And now it's nothing.
Well, with imagination, that could be the coolest mural ever. Just stare at the blank wall.
That kind of was the theme of opening day DCA, wasn't it? Wah, wah. And then let's go see Superstar Limo. I think this is my angle, actually. Is this planter always here?
I don't think so. I think that was part of the whole placemaking thing.
Yeah, because I'm standing in that planter for this picture. How about a map to your house, Drew Carey? So this was the infamous Superstar Limo, DCA's first permanent attraction to close. Lasted less than a year. And ultimately replaced by Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, which looks Monsters Inc. Mike and Sully. What's it called?
Mike and Sully to the rescue.
Thank you. Which is right here.
I love that they still kind of have the swimming pool planter box just painted over.
So if you notice here, this right here is like you're in a pool and this is where you get out to pull yourself up. And that was the theme here.
Because, LA and Hollywood.
Plenty of good POVs.
Glamour.
Plenty of good POVs of Superstar Limo on YouTube. Check them out because it was almost hard to believe what happened in this location.
What I find infinitely more fascinating than the attraction is the backstory of why that attraction is that attraction.
Why don't you give us the 30-second version?
I'll give you the 101. So on a Friday night, Imagineers came in to the office and submitted this idea for like not a high speed, kind of like a more advanced Mr. Toad's Wild Ride meets Indiana Jones-ish kind of low-level thrill attraction for the paparazzi chasing you through town. And then that weekend, Princess Di is getting chased by paparazzi and inevitably has her tragic demise. And then on Monday, when they went to review that proposal for that attraction, they said, we've already started it, but we got to change it all up now. So now we got like a Fantasyland dark ride-ish thing with Disney's C-list celebrities at the time. Whoopi Goldberg's probably the highest celebrity involved in that. And
On the right
at the
here.
end.
Oh wait, let's get that building right on the left. Those that little sitting area.
This?
Yeah. Yes. There we go. Oh, it's changed so much.
Oh.
I don't know what he's saying. Oh, it says quiet on the set, and what I really want to do is direct.
Where does it say that?
It says that above the little.
I don't think they're there anymore, Doobie.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at the old picture.
Okay.
Did I not show it?
You showed it.
I saw it.
Yeah, but I thought Mike was asking where they were now.
No, I couldn't see the text in my phone screen, so I was just asking where it was. But is the rest of the mural the same in there?
It looks to be the same to me. Wouldn't you say, Tony?
The mosaic looks the same. At least as far as I can tell. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the comments. Regis Philbin, a C-list. What? Regis Philbin, Cindy Crawford, share? Yeah, Cindy Crawford, share. C. Regis Philbin, under contract, C, at Disney. Cindy Crawford peaked at that Pepsi commercial. Sorry.
Keep that closer view. Let's compare. Oh yeah. Yeah, still there. 21 years.
Drew Carey, see.
Oh, these are like little Hot Wheels cars. That's neat. I never noticed that. They're real
Real
artifacts in here. A little appetizer fork. A real fork.
Okay, Miss Manners over there.
Dinner at Mike's house has the full place setting. Salad fork, chilled salad fork, steak fork, appetizer fork.
And weirdly, we're only eating Cheetos with all of that stuff.
There are no appetizer forks at medieval times because there were no appetizers.
Unless someone brings them with them.
This is like a spark plug.
Mike Mack believes that, by the way, was not an appetizer fork, believed it was a dingle hopper.
Right.
This is cool. So, Mike, your next assignment is to identify every item in this mural.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and make a nice article about that. And if fork is not sufficient, we need to know which fork it is.
Neat.
Behind you is PhilharMagic, which used to be Muppet Vision 4D on opening day. So a clone of the attraction in Florida.
Yeah, that building. I feel like that's one of the most changed buildings that's still standing from opening day.
How's it changed?
In terms of like the aesthetic, or not the aesthetic, the exterior. Like you can still see some of like the air tanks, but those are necessary, but they just have been painted over. There's no giant marquee with Kermit on it. There's no marquee at all right now.
But they moved it around the other side.
Yeah, that's right, because they put in that, they installed that one. Like the massive queue for Muppet Vision has become seating area for award wieners.
You have a photo? You looking?
I
for
don't.
It?
We are done with my photos, unfortunately. Okay. Is B minus generous, you think? Maybe C plus?
No, you did a good job. I thought you did a good job.
Right.
I believe the Kermit from up here is in the Jim Henson Studios lot at Sunset and La Brea? Sunset and Fairfax? One of those in Hollywood proper.
I guess I could actually use Google and, maybe find another picture or two. Here's a good picture of the entrance to Muppet Vision, or the marquee for Muppet Vision, rather. Good, maybe generous.
There it is.
Yeah, this is from opening day.
Sweetums.
And there we have the cutest picture of Cynthia Harris from that opening day.
Mike, is it on top of the studio's like archway building thing?
No, it's with, because I got to go in there to watch Puppet Up, the improv show that they did.
Yeah.
And we were allowed to kind of wander around a little bit, and it's just like on the side of one of the sound stages there on the exterior. And I was that's from Muppet Vision.
The only time I've ever seen that studio, I was driving down the street, angry, like road rage Tony, because I was in traffic and my GPS kept saying, you'll be there in 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 90 minutes, 3 hours. And I just stopped and I was like screaming in the car, and I look out and I see the Muppet Studios. I go, oh, hey, cool. And like complete mood shift, and I start taking pictures.
Yeah, the Kermit that's on the outside is dressed like Charlie Chaplin, because it used to be the Charlie Chaplin Studios. It was built in, I think, the 1920s by Charlie Chaplin. Not physically by Charlie Chaplin, but he paid for it.
Soap Opera Bistro back in the day, which is now...
Is that a random cosplayer?
No, that would be... What? So Cruella wouldn't make any sense, would she, that early in the park?
No, it was the live-action Cruella de Vil. I was just saying that.
It is? Okay.
Yeah, I always just felt like that costume was a fan dressing up.
So here's another picture from that Muppet Vision opening day, just to let you know that we covered all the opening, both DCA's main opening as well as the individual attraction openings they have. Got video of that back in 2001. It's all on our YouTube channel and glorious 21-year-old VHS quality. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, go check it out. The one for Golden Dreams in particular, really, really beautiful. Max thinks it would have been fun to try to watch Charlie Chaplin build it. That is a great point.
Do you want to do the then and now comparison of the entrance since we didn't get to do it at the top?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Greetings from California.
I'm the dinosaur.
So I was watching old media today about California Adventure, as I usually do on February 8th, and I came across an old vacation planning video, and something we've always talked about we think is weird is how they can never say the Golden Gate Bridge when they're referring to the Golden Gate Bridge, the miniature one. And we looked into it once, and it's because it's copyright. It's trademarked, so they couldn't use it in marketing material.
Isn't that why they don't use the Chinese theater as the icon of Hollywood studios? Same reason.
I think that's why they just call it the Chinese theater. They don't have the name on it.
Frequently, you'll see in
terms of merchandise and stuff.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
Cinderella Castle and the Tree of Life, and then they use the Hollywood Tower Hotel instead of the Chinese theater.
Yeah, I have heard that. Yes. I also because on the old videos they go and watch the monorail go over a replica of the famous San Francisco Bridge.
Which one?
Yeah.
We won't say.
This entrance that we're exiting looked very different on opening day, and as Mike gets further into the Esplanade, he will turn around. We'll take a look at those beautiful California letters that aren't there anymore.
Oh, I thought you were going to say because there were people going into it.
The postcard entrance to the park, yes. That the fact that a theme park could open and be empty on opening day is...
The old news reports I was watching earlier, it's opening day for this park, but you never know it.
It was crazy. No matter how bad a park is, opening day is always packed, except DCA. All right, so back in the day, there were these giant letters that spelled California in front of the park. They are now up here in Sacramento, and it's cool to go visit them. And then behind them, an entrance that did not look like a theater. And behind that, murals that were supposed to resemble walking into a postcard as you go under the copyright named bridge with the sun icon in the background. Today, you get something a little more ordinary, perhaps more loved, but not as unique.
I don't know if I would say more loved.
Less hated?
Yeah. I don't know, because I feel like people, when they think of California Adventure, more often than not, they immediately think of those giant letters.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they could have left the letter, even if they wanted to change everything else. But why take the letters away? The letters are cool.
I mean, that kind of established the whole postcard idea, but
still, we're not that smart. They're just cool letters.
Yeah, everybody was like, especially if your name was Chris or Ashley, you loved those things. Because you were always like, C, yeah, A, pictures. In Instagram heyday, it would be all over the place today.
It would be all over the place. They're regretting that. Right now, they're regretting that. Michael Celestino.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for the tour.
Thank you.
I'd like to remind y'all that we are only 27 minutes away. Oh, the letters were really awkward as the Esplanade filled up. Yeah, but you just climb over them, wind your way through them.
Sorry.
23 minutes away from... now only 26 minutes away, sorry. From Barely Necessities, the Disney Merchandise Show, starring Rebecca and Becca from Laughing Place, talking about what's new and fun in the world of Disney merchandise.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What's new merchandise?
At 7:30 p.m. tonight, we will have a show we call Disney Trivia Live with myself and my son doing 2 trivia contests. You will decide if they're fun or not, and a lot of other silly stuff in between. So be sure to check that out. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Thank you for joining us on this throwback tour of DCA on its 21st birthday. Thank you, Tony, for joining us as well.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you, Mike Celestino.
You're welcome. I bet you wish I was going to go right into Disneyland.
Are you not?
No, I'm gonna go home.
It's 3:30, Mike.
I gotta beat the traffic.
Oh goodness, this is
He'll,
AP
he'll
life.
have angry meltdowns by the Muppet Studios.
This is AP life. Got to beat the traffic. Well,
Hey. Magic Key life.
MK life.
all right. I will talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.